The devastating earthquake in Haiti has likely killed hundreds of thousands. Tonight, a special edition of P3 examining the physical and spiritual aspects of this massive natural disaster. To lead off tonight's special episode devoted to the earthquake in Haiti, I'm joined by John Neufeld. He's the chairperson of Heart to Heart Haiti, a non-denominational Christian charity that has teamed with CEDA, the Canadian International Development Agency, to run an orphanage, school, and feeding center in the country. He's also dialed into what's happening in Haiti on the ground, as anyone could be. Welcome to the show, John.
Thank you for having me here.
This is, I wish I could have you here on other circumstances. This is an absolute disaster. When I heard the tearful words of our Michel Jean, a Haiti-born Governor General of Canada, my heart just goes out to the people. You've been there, you've been on the ground, you've been working with these people, and you've adopted 2 kids from Haiti. What did it feel like when you heard the news of this disaster?
Well, my first reaction was, earthquake. I was worried about our buildings, but then as the magnitude of what has really happened there started unfolding on the news yesterday, is of course I'm worried about the people. Is that we haven't been able to make any contact with any of our Haitian partners, or we even have a Canadian worker that's in country there right now, and we're assuming they're okay, but we haven't heard from them. I
mean, there's no words that can describe. Obviously, I mean, the images that we're seeing here is just, there's full of chaos, full of fear. Now, the actual epicenter was just outside of Port-au-Prince. Explain where, in relation to Port-au-Prince, your compound is.
Well, we're just we are to the west of Port-au-Prince on the southern peninsula, where the fault line was, and the fault line goes right through the whole southern peninsula. So we are just about another 30 kilometers to the west of the epicenter.
I mean, a country like Haiti, the starting level is absolute poverty. I mean, this is one of the poorest countries in the world, and it's a failed state, as you said before. And so now you start with basically zero. That's the normality. And I'm just thinking of what this place would be like right now.
It's indescribable. People sort of have an impression of whether there's a disaster, there's emergency response. There's no ambulances in the country. There's no functional fire departments. It's just chaos, and it's going to be this huge effort just to deal with to trying to dig these people out. There's no equipment. The government doesn't have equipment. There'll be, some private equipment, and the UN might have some equipment available, but it's unimaginable what it'll be like there right now.
I mean, I'm sure your heart obviously goes out to your staff, your people in your compound. I mean, here you have worked years to build these projects. A beautiful school, what, 400 kids in the school. You're feeding them, and I'm sure you're wondering right now as you sit here, are those buildings standing? You don't even know.
Well, right now, to be honest, I don't care about the buildings. I care about the people. I care about the millions of people. The whole country. All 10 million of them will be suffering the loss of their countrymen, our real big fear is what's going to happen in the near future, and that's going to be just a nationwide starvation. There's going to be just horrible problems with food distribution now.
So you're saying, although this has happened now, and there's obviously an international response, you're saying we haven't even seen the potential outcome of what's happened here.
Yeah, it really frightens me.
And because?
The infrastructure is destroyed. I mean, right now, we feed 400 kids a day, and we get our food from Port-au-Prince. That's where we shop. I've heard.
So where are those kids in your school getting their food tomorrow?
Well, is that we probably have enough for a few days, unless they're sharing with the rest of the community. Doesn't have food now. Right. I know other organizations. I've heard reports of other missions that they're feeding thousands extra in Grand Guave, and they're saying that by tonight they'll be out of diesel to pump water, and they'll be out of propane to cook food, and out of food.
So, I mean, your first concern is starvation, mass starvation for these people.
My first concern is that the international community responds and helps free the people that are trapped, and deal with the horrible, medical emergency of all these people that are still trapped in the rubble in Port-au-Prince. But we're looking into the future, and we're seeing what you know, in the near future, it's happening. The near future is happening already today.
Right.
Is people are going to be hungry. They were hungry before this disaster.
Right. John, your heart obviously has been with Haiti for years. You've been doing this for, you know, I don't know, over 20 years. You adopted 2 children from Haiti. They're in their teens now.
Yes.
What was it like for them waking up this morning when they hear their home country has been devastated?
Well, is that they're upset about it. They're worried. Actually, I took, in this hectic day, I took an hour and a half out this afternoon because my 18-year-old son was playing in a basketball tournament. He wanted me there, and he just needed the support. And
Wow.
I know it's troubling them, but it's troubling the whole family. It's troubling the whole community that's involved with Heart to Heart.
And you have an orphanage there. I mean, you've built this orphanage. You're taking children who have no homes. They have nothing except for this place that you know. And this is obviously the heart that you have. You even adopted, as I said, two children because you wanted to rescue them from the world that they've been living in.
Yes, it's a lot of our orphan. A lot of the orphans are economic orphans, where parents, just don't have the resources to be able to raise their kids. And so it was a real mixture of kids that are just orphans due to economics, and kids that have been abandoned, kids whose parents have died. A lot of our children come from the Northwest, which is the poorest part of Haiti. But fortunately, that area has escaped the real ravages of this
devastating event. John, we're going to take a quick little break, but I want to talk about ways that people can help and ways people can respond after the break, because I know that you were in the process of teaming up with a local church, sending out whole containers of food. You're already doing that.
Yes.
I know you have a passion to ramp it up tenfold. I want to talk about what your dream and what your passion is to do that, to motivate people to get involved and to help out. We're going to tell you how you can get involved and help out with John Neufeld and some other organizations. More P3 when we return.